Welcome to episode 33 of the Brunch Ladies of Conshy Consignment. Happy to have you here, Molly. How's it going?
I, as always, am happy to be here. I mean, who doesn't want to sit here and hang out with one of your besties and talk about things you love?
I know.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. The consignment life is a pretty fun one. We have a pretty cool community here.
My gosh, it's so much fun. When
Yeah.
people, you think people always go, I love my job, and you wonder, do they really? No, I really love my job.
Like 95% of the time, right?
Yeah, we can't go 100%.
We can't go 100% because there are those little things.
I mean, it is retail, technically. So you do have every now and then to deal with that person. But 95+% of the time,
I'm going to say it's community-based resale. Yeah.
Community-based, absolutely. And that's what makes us love it so much, is our community. Because no matter what we're doing, we're hanging out with our friends, our people.
I know. And there's more and more and more, in our little, we like to call it our Conshy family when we do our sales and we do our lives. And there's just so many more people contributing and becoming a part of this whole circular economy, right?
Absolutely.
Consigning and shopping and passing it on.
It's growing for sure.
Just fun. Yeah. So if you have friends, you don't want them to miss out, I'm sure. Have them come on over to our community.
What do I always say? Y'all, don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish. You know you need to share this awesome community with your friends.
Yeah.
Because when you do, and we get more people in, it just makes it that much more fun. Right?
Yeah. I'm wearing an example of why it's so much fun. All right. So it's cold here today, folks. It's cold. It was down in the 30s last night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I bought this sweater in the heat of the summer from Molly in August. And it was a consignment piece. And I went through my closet and put it on this morning. And it's so soft and so comfortable that I can't even feel that it's actually 50 degrees in my house.
Are you feeling hugged right now?
I am.
Are you?
So not only is it cool because it was a consignment piece and it came from Conshy Consignment, but it came from Molly and she's keeping me nice and warm today.
Because that's the way we roll.
Yeah. Love it. I think Tiffany got the same one in green, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you are correct. I think she did. Yeah, I think she did.
And I'm stepping out of my comfort zone because I don't generally wear red, but.
And here's my question.
Yeah.
Why didn't I get one?
You didn't keep one for yourself? Because it was summer. See, I was thinking ahead. I really wasn't that into sweaters in August.
I did not keep one for myself.
But you're a little further south. You got to keep your northern friends warm.
Well, because you guys get colder first. So, I thought, let me share with y'all. It's only the right thing to do. But
look what I'm thinking out of.
What were you thinking, girl? No. I'm not. I'm glad I shared. And I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you're cozy and warm.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I know how cold it gets there.
Yeah, it's cold. And I've been seeing all those memes on Facebook. Like, surely you've seen them around all social media about how your family likes to play a game to see, how long they can go without actually turning the heat on.
Like we do.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those people. That's why I'm wearing this nice warm sweater and it's 50 degrees in my house now.
And I do remember that about you. That was one of the many things you and Nick had in common. Because Nick will freeze me out before he'll turn the heat on.
And I run cold. I'm a cold person. I got a cold heart.
You do not. Stop it. That is one thing you absolutely do not have.
But I'm generally always cold, so it's really a struggle for me, but I do have a little fun with it, I have to say.
Hey, first of all, I want you to look at my pretty drink. Filled with olives. For those of
How
you,
many olives are on that skewer there?
for those of you podcasting, I have a Bloody Mary by Nick with a
Oh,
nice stalk of celery and 5 olives on a skewer. And I have to say, it's really hitting the spot. I hadn't had one in a while, and it's yummy. Although I did just splash celery
I was
water
so
on
in
my
the mood
glasses.
for I was so in the mood for a Bloody Mary today, but I didn't have the ingredients, so
Nick
didn't
could have
happen.
gotten it for you if you'd stayed.
If I'd stayed, we all need a Nick. As my mom said, we all need a Nick. That's
Nick's
Molly's husband's name, Nick.
he's Nick, and he's wonderful. But gosh, you ladies are making his head get way too big. I'm gonna have to widen the doors now that he's got a fan base. So let me tell you what Nick did.
Yeah.
He
What?
surprised me with tickets to go see Wicked.
Oh, yes. I knew about that before you did. But
Did you
yes,
really?
I
You were
did.
hiding secrets from me. So that was one of the many enjoyments of our 25 years of marriage. Our anniversary was, he said it's an anniversary month. It's not just a day for us since it's 25.
Ooh.
So he got the tickets and then did dinner at our favorite local restaurant. We really try to eat local when we can. I think a lot of us do, especially even more so over the last couple of years. But we have this restaurant called Boba House. I've taken Libby and Emma.
It's
Do you remember it?
awesome. Yeah.
It's so good. So we went there for dinner and then went to go see Wicked, which was my first time seeing it, and Nick's, and loved it. Loved it.
Mhm.
But I was so excited because we do these things and you realize everything that you believe in happens in a night out. Like, we love to support local businesses. So we ate dinner there. I've always been a fan of Broadway, and I know Broadway has been struggling to get back. So I
Yes.
felt like we did our part in supporting the actors and actresses and getting them back in to their business and life. But I also supported Consignment World Life and Conshy Consignment because the outfit I wore, the pants I wore, were those beautiful John Mark. There's another pair, at least one more pair still for sale. I'll have to share a picture of them or link it up.
Oh, yeah. Put that up on social media because I fell in love with these pants when I saw them on our store. So
Well,
cool. I didn't realize you had a pair as well.
I grabbed a pair for me, and I'm so glad I did because they are awesome. They're like the wide leg kind of palazzo pants with all these fun colors. So you can really wear any shirt with them. So I happened to have a sleeveless blouse, and then I took a cardi because it got chilly as the night went on for it. But the sleeveless blouse came from a local consignment shop that I love. And my
Oh, wow.
pants came from Conshy Consignment.
Yay.
Because why? Because I don't just work in this world. I live this world.
We live the consignment life, don't we?
We
It's
live the
funny.
consignment life, and I love everything about it. And I love that we went out and had this wonderful night supporting the actors and actresses from Broadway that have been out of work for so long, supporting the
Yeah.
local restaurant that we love, and also supporting consignment businesses, not one, but 2 in my outfit.
Dang. When you think about it, that is pretty neat.
Yeah. So not only was it a fun night, but I felt like it was just an overall great night.
Oh,
I just
I'm
want
so
to share
happy
that.
for you. So happy for you. Wicked, one of my favorite books or series of books. Love them, read them. I think I'm on my 3rd time reading them now. Yes.
Oh, really?
Well, you know how obsessive I am.
All right. I
It's
have not
definitely a
read
theme.
them. I haven't read them. I've only seen the show now.
Yeah.
But I love it. It was great. It was really funny. It was
Mhm.
you got to love anything with laugh out loud moments, right? So
Yeah.
there were many laugh out loud moments. It reminded me of when not quite as many laugh out loud moments. Excuse me, I'm going to clean my glasses. I keep
You
getting
go ahead and do that.
clean my glasses while we're talking. But when we went to see Spam-A-Lot, oh gosh, there were so many laugh out loud moments at Spam-A-Lot.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Hilarious. We actually saw that in New York several years ago when we were living in
Okay.
Conshy. But this had a lot of laugh out loud moments, and those are the ones I like. When you get a little bit of sentiment, you get some life lessons out of it, but you get some gut laugh out loud moments.
Yeah, I don't think the books, I don't recall ever laughing out loud. I do remember the primary sentiment reading the books is, whose mind invented this? Like, there are some crazy stuff in the books, and you're just like, I don't even understand how somebody's imagination
to connect them.
It's unbelievable. But I'm going to have you reading them next. I think I'm going to bring them down to you next time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think you'll enjoy them.
I bought the 2 books from Conshy Consignment, and I'm going to finish them because one of them for sure you need to read. Educated. Oh, I was going to get it done to give it to you when you were here last time, but it's so good. And I really, it wasn't like a brainless read. I wanted to read it when I could really focus on it. I have different levels of my reading choices. I have the brainless reads that I read when I'm like, there's a lot of like poolside, there's a lot of distraction around you, or when you're trying to go to sleep and you don't want to get caught in a moment, you just read the brainless stuff. Then there's the times that I read where I really want to focus. So Educated is one that is so good. Act like I'm a book reviewer and a play reviewer now, y'all. We've now turned this. What's the movie guys that do the movies all the time that rate them, and I can't think of their names. I was going to say Siegfried Roy.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
You know how I'm talking
about. I can totally picture them. Gene.
So we've now become them apparently on Brunch Ladies now, because I'm clearly sitting here telling you all about books and plays and
and I'm running a book club,
which I'm so excited about.
Yeah, so we're the conference we were at last week, I guess it was last weekend. Christy Wright, she just released a book, Take Back Your Time, and I know so many of you are so busy. And this is a really interesting take on it. So if you're interested in the book club at all, it is for consignment business owners, but we do have other people in there because we know you're all busy. And this is really just a great read. I think we're getting close to the cap. I'm going to have to cap the number of people participating. But if it's something you're interested in, shoot us a message. Let us know, because we know how busy life can get and how it's hard to prioritize. Speaking of which, one of the things that it prompted me to do is we talk about how busy consignment is and how much work it is and how many items we process. And, we like to bring you guys the best. We like to bring you a lot of different stuff. And so I have 2 helpers that are with me now, new members of the community that have been helping process so we can increase our volume. I know a lot of you out there are consigning, so we're trying to pick up the pace a little. Well, we are picking up the pace. And
we're not trying to.
Yeah, we are doing that. And I'm just so excited to have 2 new members of our community. I'll be introducing them to you as we go along this journey. Some of them you may already know.
Hashtag our Conshy crew.
Yeah. So
members of our Conshy crew.
It's definitely fun to meet new people and bring them into the fold. So
part of the
look for even more items coming your way. And for those of you that are consigning with us, thank you for all these awesome consignments that we need to process. It's really cool. Yeah. Love providing that service. Yeah.
Hey, what are you drinking out of over there?
Check this out. Noticed. Wait, let's see. Let me do it the right way. Oh my gosh. I'm still on my coffee this morning since I couldn't have a Bloody Mary. So Molly got me this lovely mug on her cruise. So you got this in Mexico, correct?
I did. We got it in Cozumel.
Because I am such a Chihuahua lady.
And I thought, my gosh, not only the Chihuahua, but the eyes on that one just look so cute.
And it is a beautiful piece of signs pottery. I'm very particular about what kind of mugs or glasses I drink certain things out of. Not that I'm snobby and I need the port wine glass for the port wine. It's not like that. It's just like I like to feel right. It.
Yeah. They have to feel right.
They have to feel right. Yeah. They have to feel right. And
I did
lucky
that.
me, I have an excessive inventory of drinking vessels. So I often get to shop my own inventory to get just the right thing because, of course, it changes. And so Molly got me just the right thing so I can celebrate and enjoy my coffee
I mean,
every
look at
morning.
those eyes. Look at
I
those little crooked
know. I
eyes,
know.
little feet.
Yeah.
So cute. So cute. I had
Total
to.
chihuahua.
So I was originally looking at one that had a flamingo, thinking Pink Floyd.
Mm.
And that
Mm.
was the one I had in my hand for you, was a Pink Floyd mug. But then when I saw the Chihuahua, I put the Pink Floyd down because the Chihuahua is just you.
I think it's the right choice. It's also the right choice for my office here where I do most of my work. It just
It's
matches nicely. I really enjoy it.
it just works. It just
Yeah,
works.
I love it.
So we talked last week from our trip. That was a
Mm.
wonderful trip. We're still
Yeah.
buzzing off of that, y'all. We're still buzzing. I always say, I remember when I was a teacher and we would go to like the teaching conferences for a week in DC, or you would come back just like ready to teach the world. Like you're
Mhm.
just ready to take on the world. It's so, and that's how we are right now from this conference we went to. We have some great ideas, and I don't know, we're just excited. But we had a nice long trip home, and y'all need to know that Libby is the driving queen.
Yeah.
Libby drove from Philadelphia to Maryland to pick up Tiffany, to Greensboro to pick me up, spent the night, drove from Greensboro to Nashville, drove all around Nashville for those, 5 days, and then drove us from Nashville to Charlotte. And
Oh,
Charlotte,
let's talk about that.
we're going to talk about, and then Charlotte to Greensboro, spent the night and drove home. But why would we go to Charlotte, one might ask?
Hmm.
Why, Libby, would we go to Charlotte?
There might be some people we want to visit there, like our children.
Our pumpkins.
Yes, yes. And it was so nice to be able to swing by and see them. And we went to the coolest place. We met for dinner. We weren't able to like stay there for an extended period, but we were able to sit down, have a meal together, visit, and it was just lovely.
And it was a beautiful day. We sat outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Emma picked the place, and she was worried about picking the place. Emma is Libby's daughter, for any new friends here. Emma is Libby's daughter, and my son Cal go to the same college in Charlotte, UNC Charlotte. So Emma picked out the place, which I thought, it takes a lot. You're picking out a place for 3 different adults plus the 3 of them. So it was Emma, my son Cal, and Emma's boyfriend Derek. So she did great. She picked out this place called Optimus Hall.
All right. Yeah. So it was Optimist
Hall.
And the whole time, not until we pulled up, I kept like thinking in my mind, Optimus Prime. I didn't realize it was Optimist Hall.
Optimist Hall.
No wonder why it wasn't coming up when I kept trying to type it in the GPS.
How much fun was that place? It was like food court type thinking. Okay. However, I would not compare it to a food court.
Yeah. I mean, food court really isn't doing it justice. You know what really struck me the most about it?
What?
Was the fact that it was all small businesses. There were no chains.
No Chick-fil-A's, nothing
chains.
against them, but no no Sabara Pizza. It was all locally run businesses. And it was in an old mill, all brick mill that they had redone. And it was just so cool.
Yeah, it really was.
For everyone. I think all of us did a little, at least I know you guys did, and Cal and I did, got a little something from a couple of different places because it was hard to choose. But the great thing was Libby's got some food allergies. I'm vegan. There was something for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thrilled with how many restaurants offered vegan options. Thrilled. I can't wait to take Nick back.
And did you notice a lot of their containers and utensils were compostable?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it was pretty neat, all of the stuff that you could recycle. Because originally I looked and I was like, oh, there's styrofoam cups. And, you just you just try to avoid
I
that
don't
kind
want
of
stuff.
thing. And I
Yeah.
looked a little more closely, and it was like, oh, these are compostable, and they had the bins there to separate. And I thought that was really,
Yeah.
really neat.
Can't wait to go back. But how much fun was that to spend time with our kiddos? Take us back to the days when they were little and we would spend time with our kiddos.
Yes.
We always talk about doing movies on the. Libby had this set up on her back deck in Conshy with a screen that would go up, and we would do outdoor movies. Back when it was first the thing. Now everybody seems to have it, but it was. I think you might have been one of the first in Conshy to do a backyard movie.
I like to think I was. I like to think I was trailblazing. Sure.
But we would get the kids all, and they'd lay on sleeping bags and pillows on the deck. And, you know, there's Emma and Cal and Avery and Polly's kids, and do a like Saturday night movie night. And you look at them then and then look at them now. The stories are completely different. Yeah. And they're like independent, like adults almost.
Yeah, I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of them. But it does pain my heart a little bit to think about what
it's bittersweet.
What was. Yeah, it's bittersweet. That's exactly the right word. Yeah. Like, I'm so thankful they had those awesome experiences, but it just went by too fast.
I always think of Conshohocken, and I'm not sure where you live now. Schnecksville. Did I say it right? Oh my gosh. Nick always says it right. But I always looked at Conshohocken as the classic. So I grew up on Hilton Head Island, not your normal upbringing to what most people, it's a resort island. So it was very different. When I moved to Conshohocken, I was so in awe of, and I think this just solidifies my love of community, which is what we've built within this business of our Conshohocken, our Conshy Consignment family.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't have community growing up on Hilton Head, we did, but this was a different kind of community. I felt like I was in an old time movie living there with all the parades that went on. And I remember going downtown on Main Street for a parade on the, gosh, now I can't think of but one of the people there, I was like, gosh, it was like the firemen's parade, and all the fire trucks came down, and it was like a once in every, they rotate through Pennsylvania. And this happened to be the year we moved there that they came through Conshohocken. There was a parade for St. Patty's Day. And I was like, there's like
a Halloween parade, my personal favorite.
So I remember a gentleman next to me who I don't know who it was at the time, because we'd only been living there for about a year or so, said, oh, we at Conshohocken will have a parade for anything we can, because we love just to be together, and we'll parade for anything we can come up with to parade for. And I was like, I love it. But when I think of Conshohocken, and I think of like the kids on the back deck, and 4th of July is such a huge deal there. It was like from a movie, from an old American neighborhood movie, like that classic American neighborhood that you only saw on film. And what really brought it full circle for me was a friend of mine who lived on the main line. We invited their family for 4th of July in our backyard. And 4th of July is a huge deal in Conshy. Never on the 4th, always the day before.
The 3rd of July.
3rd of July, but it's a huge firework thing at the park. And our backyard was perfect for looking right into the park. So you could have everybody over. You could walk down to the happenings at the park, come back, and we would all line our backyards together and put food out together and do slip and slides in the front yard and watch fireworks from the backyard. So we invited this family over, and she said, oh my gosh, this is so crazy that this is 10 minutes away from me, and I feel like I'm in another world. This is like a classic, like American town of all the things that you think used to happen in like the 50s. And I'm like, oh no, we do it here. We have opening day baseball season, the parade of the kids in their uniforms by their teams, and everybody's out on their porches waving to the kids. I know I got off topic, but we're talking about Conshohocken, and that community feel was so, growing up there, I think it was a really cool thing our kids got that, because it's not everywhere.
I had to agree. What I loved about, so I grew up in the country, and I know I've mentioned that before. And when I was looking for a home, I really wanted a community. That's how I ended up. That's how we ended up there. Is I really wanted a community. I wanted some place that that had sidewalks, There was a town with sidewalks where you didn't have to get in your car. You could
Yep.
walk to the at that time there was a grocery store there. You could walk to dinner, you could walk to the grocery store, you could walk to the drugstore, the hardware store. There was a hardware store, and you could do that and never have to get in your car. And that was really important to me. You could walk your kids to the park, and it was just such a nice feeling to have that.
Yeah. I mean, you'd walk to the baseball fields. One of my favorite pictures of Cal with our dog Skip is walking home from his baseball game on the sidewalk. And there he is with his bat bag on his back and his uniform, the leash with Skip walking down the sidewalk. And it's just a back shot of he and Skip. And it just is such a classic style picture to me that, we would walk to his baseball games and walk home. And if it snowed, oh, well, we'll just walk to the park and sled, or we'll walk to Fiend and get a hot chocolate and a coffee, or we'll walk to, you weren't stuck in,
Yeah.
So, anyway, that love of community. And I think
Good
that's
times.
why community in this business is so important to us, because it's something we both love.
Yeah, definitely.
So again, don't hold out on your friends. Bring them in. Bring them into the fold.
Oh my gosh.
We have room and love for enough people.
Oh, we definitely do. We definitely do. We had resale therapy this week. Facebook continues to be a little glitchy. But what good came out of that?
Y'all, people were having a hard time. I'm sorry, I'm eating an olive. Sorry, y'all. People were having a difficult time with the video stopping at a certain point and not continuing through resale therapy, which is our live thing we do every Thursday night for anybody new on Facebook, Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. They came on and several of them could not continue the video. It was freezing on them. Not everybody, but some. And it really warmed my heart to see how many people were concerned about those that couldn't watch it in the comments, trying to help suggest things and try this. And you would see that, oh, I'm so sad that you're struggling and you can't be a part. Oh, they were like really upset. And they only know each other. The majority of them have met through resale therapy. And they don't look at it as, oh, well, good. That's one less person to fight me for that item. I got to get the next item. No, because that's not what it's about. Being there together and getting to know each other and being a part of community. And I don't know, Libby, it like gave me chills to see. Maybe I'm being silly, but how
it's my favorite part of the week. It is my favorite part of the week to be able to show the hard work that we're doing and bring people items that they might be interested in for themselves or for a gift, and give them the best price. Like all that stuff we've been working on, it's just, and our helpers have been working on, is just, it's great to be able to show that to a small audience before we, put it up on our website. And
I love it.
It's just fun.
And I love that they're becoming friends with each other. They live in different states and different places, yet now they have these. I've talked about this before on here, but it just warms my heart. I love it.
And the other thing I really like about it is a lot of times people will show us what happened to the item or where it's going. Like if they purchase something, we will get a follow-up from our Conshy family here. And I love to be able to see where stuff goes, because it's really, and this doing estates, like the estates we've done, the personal estates we've done, it's so nice to see that things are finding a home and being appreciated and loved. That is like one of my whys. Yeah. Like, why do I do this? Because when my grandmother's teacup, I'm just using this as a random example,
right?
That nobody in the family wanted or had use for, we kept what we wanted. And the fact that it went somewhere and somebody is using it and took the time to appreciate and send a photo, and is just one of the most heartwarming, wonderful things to me, that those items are kind of living on with somebody that appreciates them.
Well, and it means so much because it was so special to her. Although nobody in your family finds it, you still have this emotional tie that it was meant something to her. So how wonderful now that it means that much to somebody else.
rather than throwing something in a donation bin that you don't know if it's ever going to be used or whether it's just going to be, incinerated, shipped
Right.
overseas, whatever. You just don't know. You just, or
Right.
maybe it'll be resold, but you
Right.
won't really know.
Right.
With us, there's a good chance that somebody will update us. So this week there was something kind of fun that happened with an item.
Okay, tell me what. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, you did a whole social media post on it. So those of you listening or watching on YouTube, check out our social media and look for Rowdy Rooster.
Oh, yes, Rowdy.
Rowdy Rooster. That made my night. That was like the best thing ever. It just made my night. Love it.
Rowdy Rooster.
Yeah.
Do tell.
So
we don't have we got to put pictures. We'll put the post, click the post back on here too.
Yeah. So
there's a picture of the brooch.
One of our regulars at Resale Therapy, we had some brooches and the one was a rooster. And she said she bought it for her mom because they had a pet rooster for how many, like 12 years?
I think, yes, 12 years. Yes.
And I believe she used the term house rooster.
House rooster. Yes,
house
she did.
Rooster. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. So, education. They had a house rooster and he was Rowdy Rooster. And this brooch actually looks like Rowdy Rooster. Like when Paula posted the picture and shared it with us, I was like, oh my gosh, this brooch I think was fashioned after Rowdy Rooster.
Right.
And that was kind of fun. I really just thought that was
so much fun. I know.
And that's why we like to bring a variety of items to you too, because you never know what that special.
You don't.
You never know what's going to speak to somebody.
I mean, who would think? And what a great story. And I want to know now I want to follow up from Paula. Paula, when you listen to this and do your hashtag replay, because you're good, coming to brunch, ladies. I want to follow up of your mother's reaction when she gets the Rowdy Rooster brooch.
Oh, won't that be fun? Mm-hmm. Won't that be fun?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to know.
So I want to tell our peeps, if you have not come on to Facebook to do resale therapy, or we do Insta resale therapy as well, come on, hang out with us for a little bit. It's on Facebook at 7 Eastern time. Insta resale therapy, we do 8 Eastern time on Thursday nights. Both are on Thursday nights, back to back. Insta resale therapy, we're just showing items we haven't even processed yet, like brand new, coming in, like sometimes literally taking them out of the box and going, hey guys, what is this?
Right. I don't know.
Resale therapy on Facebook, you can just comment sold if there's something you want. It's a much more, I want to say organized. It's a little bit more of a social shopping event. Instagram is just,
I like that social shopping event. It is
social shopping event, right?
People come on and they don't shop at all. They're there for the social, and then they might pick up something one week, but they come every week because they love it, right? So, but it's a social shopping event.
So, yeah. And Insta is like, it's very casual. We're hanging out, like almost like an unboxing. Like we're just kind of showing you what's going to be going up. If there's something you have to have, obviously we'll price it and get it to you, right?
Yeah.
Because that happens. But you actually had that experience on Insta resale therapy this week. I was unboxing. You don't remember? Oh my gosh, I had a priority ship it to you. What do you mean?
Gosh. She was unboxing these awesome, like 80s hair pieces. When I say hair piece, people can think different things.
Yeah, not hair pieces. Yeah, accessories,
scrunchies. I mean, there are some funky, fun things in there, but I bought 2 barrettes that I had to have. Oh, I'm so excited to get them.
And they had to be priority shipped because we're doing an event for our other business on Tuesday evening, and it's 80s theme. So,
and I need one because it's so totally 80s.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I thought you were. So after we get done on Insta resale therapy, Molly texts me. She goes, I really do want those. I was not kidding around. I need those barrettes.
Priority. Get them to me now.
So that's kind of how Insta resale therapy works.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know what we're going to show you. And sometimes I don't know what I'm taking out of the box either. So that definitely makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely makes it interesting.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Yeah. And I'm going to be bringing in, because for some silly reason, I stated that I was going to get through all the boxes in my den by the new year.
Oh.
So I'm going to start literally unboxing boxes on Thursday nights, like pulling stuff out that I don't even, yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm not going to miss Insta Resale Therapy because I know there's some mid-century goodies in those boxes that
There are.
I might
There are.
need. I
Yeah.
might need.
It's going to be crazy. It's
Oh,
going to
that's
be
a good plan.
crazy.
I like that. That's going to be a lot of fun for me.
Yep, I'm going to pull them out and then get them rolling, get them
All
listed,
right.
because I said I would clean out that den. And so here's the thing. I said this to Nick yesterday. I go, oh my gosh, I've got to get my ducks in a row, because there's so much going on all the time, and I need to get my schedule set, because I also was crazy to make a live statement that I was going to get my den cleared by the end of Christmas, by the end of the year, so that it was empty by New Year. And he goes, ah! He just busted out laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks a lot.
Yeah. So you're like, I'll see y'all in January.
Right?
See y'all in January.
I'm gonna do it now. That just fueled my fire. That, don't you laugh at me. I'm gonna do this.
Oof. Now, does that motivate you more because he laughed
Oh,
at
yeah.
it?
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
I'm totes motivated now, kids. I'm getting her done. I'm getting her done.
I love it.
And I don't have him as a helper anymore, because his job, he got a promotion and it's taking up. I mean, he is working his behind off right now, which is great. And he's loving it. He's thrilled. He's happy. But usually he'll help me a lot, like in the evenings. And he's working into the evenings now. But the good news about that is that means I'm working into the evenings some. So we're going to get this done.
Oh, I can't wait. Yay.
I got this.
Yeah, you do. You got as you take a drink of your Bloody Mary. I got it all.
I got this.
I need one of those. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I better get busy, girl.
All right. Well, let's get to work. And thanks for joining us for episode 33 of the Brunch Ladies. We'll be back next week. We're live on YouTube Sundays at 11 Eastern time, if you want to join us in the comments. And otherwise, we'll see you after the fact and on podcast.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
Bye, y'all.